When we come to select the font for a particular logo design, it's ever important that the font is actually suitable for the business sector or subject. Naturally, we mustn't select the font based solely upon our own preferences. First, we must question if the font's suitable for the subject, and then we question whether or not we like it on a personal level based upon its form. Besides making the error of choosing a font based upon personal preference alone, sometimes people find it difficult to choose an appropriate font for the subject. Now, there are no hard and fast rules in font selection, but there are rough rules of thumb which we should follow so that the end logo doesn't look out of place and mistaken for another subject. To illustrate the point, let's take a look at these 5 fonts and a few examples of where they might be best employed. By way of these examples, you should be able to grasp the overall principle. Okay, so here we have the first font. This is a serif font, and it's considered in most cases as formal, and it might be best employed for a legal company or a financial company, to provide 2 examples. Next, we have a sans serif style font. This means it's without the serifs at the end of each character. A serif is a slab-like shape that's placed at the end of each letter. So this is considered as a universal semi-formal font, and it can be used in a wide range of applications, different subjects. I've given an example, modern companies, with this in mind. So next we have a script font. It's actually a bold script font, and this perhaps would be seen as classy, and it would be suitable perhaps for a wedding company or a crafts company. Next we have a playful font. It's in block capitals, bold, and with a playful kind of form. This may be suitable for a party theme or a general children's theme. Next, we have a subject-specific font, and this is specifically medieval. Now, there's loads of fonts available that will be subject-specific. They're normally classed as decorative-based fonts. So you'd choose a font based upon the actual subject of the company. So you might choose a font which matches perfectly to the subject matter. And you can achieve this by typing in the actual subject into the search field on the Font Foundry website. For instance, if I wanted to return this medieval font, I'd type medieval into the search bar. So having considered by way of the examples where these fonts might be used, we know that this font, which is a medieval type theme, would not be used for a children's party. Likewise, a formal logo, such as legal or financial, would not employ a playful font as we see down here. So with this principle in mind, remember not to be too outlandish with logo text if the subject doesn't require it. If you have a symbol in your logo, for example, and you're designing a formal or semi-formal logo, consider letting the symbol shine whilst keeping the text basic. When you do this, the symbol becomes the main focus and becomes an independent asset for branding. In layman's terms, you aren't overbearing the symbol by attracting people to the text. So to summarise, this is the rule of thumb we consider when selecting a font for a logo design. If ever you're unsure of what kind of font to use, you always have the liberty of searching for countless businesses of every description on the internet to see how they portray themselves by their logos and the font styles that they use.